going on, folks? Stormwolf here, and today we're going to be talking about the Creation Club for Skyrim. If you opt into the I think it's the 1.5 beta that is available for PC owners only, it will download the Creation Club as well as one new mod titled Survival Mode. Now, for those who are long-time modders, you might already know what Survival Mode might include, especially if you're familiar with things such as frostfall. But we'll take a look at it and we'll see what this has to offer versus the infamous frostfall version. So once you opt into the beta for Skyrim, this is for PC only. PC only owners so far. I'm not sure about the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 version. You'll be greeted to the traditional Creation Club news, which gives you the latest news on the Creation Club, as well as a new option to enter the Creation Club. So once you enter the Creation Club, you'll see that there's only one mod here so far for the beta, and that is the Survival Mode. Now, for the week, and I believe this is the week starting today, for PC owners, once you opt into the beta, you can download Survival Mode for free, and I would opt in to do that just in case you do decide to play it one day, because after that week is over, it will cost the equivalent, I believe, of 800 credits, which is, I believe, $15. So if the game entry after the week is over, it will cost $15 for Survival Mode. Of course, you can always download Frostfall, but that's to your own discretion. So here's the basic terms of what what Survival Mode is in the actual Creation Club. We'll be going outside of the website, or we'll be going outside to Bethesda.net to actually check out the actual definition to what it actually includes. So, in Survival Mode, your greatest adversary is Skyrim itself. Unrelenting cold, harsh wilderness, famine, and fatigue. Do you have the strength to endure? And then it tells you that new gameplay features will be implemented, such as a new UI, which can be turned on and off in the settings menu. And if you need help, there's a help menu, I believe, for Survival Mode. Once you start a new character, the Survival Mode will not kick in until after you do character generation. This goes for things such as Skyrim Unbound or Alternative Life, or I forget the actual name of the mod, but anything that has to do with starting a new game, the mod won't kick in until after character creation. So they give a little bit of screenshots here, which doesn't really show too much. Here you can kind of see the famish system, how your total stamina is reduced, so on and so forth. But we'll be jumping into the actual website now, and I'll give you a much better description of what Survival Mode will add. Okay, so here we are in the official website, the Bethesda.net website, which gives you a more detailed description of what Survival Mode will be. Creation Club adds on to Survival Mode, which is now available for Steam for beta testing. Again, you have to do this on PC. Console owners, you don't have this option as of yet, but I believe it will be for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Here we go. It will be for early next month, so I'd probably imagine this first or second week of October. So Survival Mode adds new gameplay features and challenges to transform Skyrim into a land of unrelenting cold and harsh wilderness. You can check out the map below to see all the treacherous climate zones, plus helpful landmarks that could ensure you survival on your journey. Now, this is something new. See if I can blow up the map here. They've updated the map, and you can actually download this to show you where there's pretty good campsites around the entire province of Skyrim, where there's places that are cooking places, so you can actually go there, make camp and kind of make your way around Skyrim without, freezing to death or hunger and stuff like that. That's actually a little cool feature that was added, just like to update the entire map, the vanilla map, of course. Any new lands, I can't say for sure, but I think that's really cool. Going back, for maximum challenge, try Survival Mode with legendary difficulty. I would not suggest legendary difficulty, just because legendary is just having all the enemies become fucking meat sponges, and that's not fun in the slightest. So here's some of the things that Survival Mode adds. Hunger. Over time, you'll become hungry, which will impact your total stamina as well as your ability to wield most weapons. As you become hungrier, your total available stamina will decrease, represented by a dark region inside the stamina bar. Eat your food to restore your hunger. If you eat enough, you'll receive a well-fed bonus. This gives you, bonus XP or bonus stamina for a while. Cooked foods restore more hunger than uncooked foods. If you eat raw meat, you may contract food poisoning, which can prevent you from receiving health benefits from food until the effect wears off, in pretty much real life. Hot soups can now be cooked by using fire salts, which restore your cold and also grant bonus to your warming rating. Again, if you know what frostfall is, a lot of stuff that's going to be in the survival mode is essentially frostfall. Now, I don't know who actually made the survival mode. I don't know if they brought in the person who made frostfall to actually make survival mode, because a lot of the features are very, very similar. Moving on from that, we have fatigue. Even the most stalwart adventurers will need to rest from time to time. Fatigue decreases your total available magicka, represented by a dark region inside the magicka bar. As you become more fatigued, the effectiveness of potions will begin to decline, and your ability to recover magicka and stamina will begin to suffer. You need to periodically sleep in a bed in order to restore your fatigue. In survival mode, a well-rested bonus is no longer granted automatically after sleeping. If you sleep outside, you will not be able to get a restful night's sleep, wake up drained at best. If you sleep in a bed indoors, you receive a well-rested bonus. Now this actually doubles for experience, because from now on, if you activate survival mode, you will no longer automatically level up. Once your experience is gained to the fullest and you need to level up, you have to go to an inn or a bed and rest in order to actually level up in and spend your ability points. Cold. The frigid chill of Skyrim is now formidable upon itself. Traveling in a snowy or rainy areas will increase your cold. Cold decreases your total available health, represented by a dark region inside the health bar. As you become colder, your movement speed and ability to pick locks and pickpockets will begin to suffer. If you reach the highest level of cold, your health will be reduced to 0 and you will die from exposure to the elements. You can warm up by standing near a fire, eating hot soup, or moving to a warmer location. A sun or snowflake icon would appear near the compass, whether or not you're generally getting warmer or colder. Now this is actually something that's different from frostfall, because frostfall adds the option to actually not die flat out, which you can actually be rescued and dragged into an inn. Here, the cold will flat out kill you, so it's a little bit more hardcore than frostfall. But again, essentially, warmth, same thing. The higher your warmth rating, the more slowly you will feel the effects of the cold environment. Most clothing and armor provide warmth displayed in the item's description. Some armor is essentially warm, while others are ill-suited to protect the wearer from the harsh climate. So this is things such as like skimpy clothing or things that don't have a lot of fur. Probably leather is not the best choice for the cold as well. You also temporarily increase your warmth rating by eating hot soup or holding a torch. Freezing water. Taking a swim in an ice-cold river can make for a quick death. If you swim in a freezing area, you will immediately become colder and begin taking health damage. Exit the water as soon as possible in order to begin warming up and stop the lost health. Using a flame cloak spell or the Dunner ancestry ability can make you temporarily immune to the effects of freezing water. So that's actually pretty cool that you can use a flame cloak spell to actually warm your body as you're swimming. Though, wouldn't the flames actually go out in the water? But, you know, magic. Fast travel is disabled. Another unique feature that's automatically implemented is you can't fast travel all over Skyrim, which really hammers down the survival mode aspect of that. So you pretty much have to walk or find a carriage or use a horse more frequently to get around Skyrim, which is a pretty big region. Health regeneration is no longer a thing. You need potions, health spells, or food to actually get back your health. As I mentioned before, leveling up is only done in sleeping in a bed now. Carry weight has been significantly reduced. Becoming overcome can also quickly drain your stamina and cause you to become fatigued much faster. Arrows and lockpicks now have weight, so this is really something. So you kind of have to really pick and choose the weapons you want to carry, because in regular Skyrim, you could have like a bastard sword, 2 regular swords, daggers, arrows, axes, and stuff, and you can still walk around freely. In this case, you're really going to have to pick and choose what weapons you're going to be bringing in the battle, what type of character you want to make, because again, now that arrows have carry weight, you can't just be an archer with over 1,000 arrows. That's just not feasible anymore. Diseases occur now. Diseases across the land now carry threatening new diseases, and previous diseases are now even more debilitating. Eating uncooked meat will now cause food poisoning. If you fail to cure a disease, it might progress into a more serious version over time. So things such as rock bone or food poisoning now have more detrimental effects on the character itself, which is again a cool feature. Something we've already seen before, of course, but it's cool that they actually implemented this until its own version, I guess. Afflictions. Time spent in unkept puts you at a risk of time spent while unwell puts you at a risk of contracting an affliction, which causes effects that can linger longer after you've improved your condition. Afflictions will naturally wear off or can be cured like other diseases. Some afflictions include weakened. You're less effective at using melee weapons and blocking damage with your shield. All enchanted and spells or spells cast are less effective. Frostbitten, you're less effective at picking locks, picking pockets, and doing damage with a bow. Shrines no longer automatically cure you of all these diseases. Now you have to pay a gold tribute in order to wipe away your diseases or your curses. Perks and standing stones. The extra pocket perk and a the extra pockets perk and the steed stone now grant 50 extra carry weight instead of 100. Vampires and werewolves. Both vampires and werewolves can now restore hunger by feeding on their victims. While transformed into a werewolf or vampire lord, you become colder, much slower than normal. So if you have the ability and you feel yourself getting or being stuck in a cold environment, you can transform yourself into a werewolf and try and get around a little bit quicker simply because y'all have all that fur. Now, that's the official update for the survival mode. Again, if you look into Frostfall, which I will try and bring up here, Frostfall kind of adds to many of the same features as well. Also has something called Campfire, which essentially is already implemented into survival mode, which is a little bit cleaner. Here, let me see if I can actually go into details here. Let's see. It doesn't seem like he has it all available here. But in any case, if you want to actually take a look at Frostfall, this is the mod that essentially the survival mode is kind of copying in a way, but not to say it's not exactly copying 100%, because Fallout 4 actually implemented survival mode as well. But be that as it may, this is the new update that is available for PC owners of Special Edition. All you have to do is opt into the beta. If you don't know how to opt into the beta, all you have to do is Google how to opt into game betas, and you can opt into it, try it yourself. If you do decide to do it, I would suggest getting it now while it's still available for free, because again, after the week is over, you will be charged, I believe, $15 to actually download survival mod. Of course, you can always get Frostfall if you miss your window of opportunity, but that's there just in case you just don't have something that's within Skyrim without having to go to a third-party website or something like that. So that's it for this update here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see maybe streams of me going through survival mode with a couple other mods for Special Edition, leave a link in the description down below. I will definitely attempt to do that maybe once or twice every week. We'll do like a Skyrim survival mode from start to finish. And I think it'd be a little interesting to try that out, especially with Special Edition, which admittedly runs a lot smoother than vanilla Skyrim. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see so far, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you already are a follower of the channel, be sure to hit that bell icon and get notified by every one of the videos that pops up. Thanks, and I'll catch you in the next one.